Welcome to Meditation Group. I'm so glad you're here joining us. And we're just about to start. Our email went out a little late, so we'll see. We might talk for about 5 minutes so everyone can join at the beginning. And today's meditation is going to be about, I'm not sure ever exactly the length of time, but I'm aiming at 25-30 minutes. And as you arrive, open your chat and say hello. Let's hear where everybody is in the world. And I mentioned in the email I sent out that today would be kind of a clearing, releasing, letting go sort of practice. So we're going to begin by kind of setting our space for meditation in our imagination, but you're also free to get up and walk around your room as you set the space. I'll talk a little bit about that. You can do it in any way that feels right to you. And then we're going to do a little breathing practice that you can adapt to wherever your body's at today. It's going to involve a little bit of head turning. If anyone has a stiff neck, watch it. Like only do what feels right. If the neck doesn't feel right, use the hands if they feel better to twist. Just always taking care of your body. And then if your body is very flexible, feel free to like use all the shoulders and like really twist. One of the things that turning does as we're breathing is it helps our vagus nerve and our nervous system to, I don't know the proper terminology here, but it's a settling in, it's a relaxation. And this helps us enter a natural state of meditation that is going to be a little different for each of us, but it's very comfortable. And in that easy state, we're able to be more present with what naturally arises with less clinging to it or attaching onto it. And then we can naturally release what arises at the same time. So that is kind of the main flow of the practice, that whatever shows up, whether it's a body ache or a thought or a feeling or a picture, we can allow it to be there. We're not fighting against our mind or our body, because our mind will think, our body will have experiences all the time. But when we're meditating, we're able to create I always think spatially, so I say space a lot, but that might connect with you, it might not, but we create, I'm looking for another word other than space. Guys, give me another word. A zone, you could say a zone where what is arising is given permission to exist, but we don't have to get hooked into it. We don't have to run with the next thought about it or the next feeling about it. And that gives us this quality in you could think in your mind or in your heart, that allows whatever that is that's arising just to ease off. For some of us who are visual, that might be like a quality of it turning into tiny little particles and diffusing. If you're more kinesthetic, it might just feel like an exhale, like a letting go of the body. It can also feel sometimes like, if you're visual and you want an image for it, you might find a metaphor that works for you. Like even seeing the words, the thought as words, or the feeling as a word, and watching that word sort of vanish. But that's only if you're visual. Most of us are not that visual in meditation. I find that it's maybe about 2 out of 10 people I talk to are very, very visual. And so even if what I'm saying sounds like a visualization, please know that it can live in your body and in your feelings and in your thoughts. It doesn't have to be seen as a movie or a picture. And I think that's really important, because sometimes we might get caught up in wanting to be more visual, and it doesn't matter at all. I used to be super visual and have these journeys where I'd like meet an animal or a person, and they would like be real to me in my imagination. It was incredible. And then actually from doing a lot of deep silent meditation, suddenly all that visualization stopped. It just went away. and my meditations became more peaceful. Um, there was a real different quality to them. And there was a part of me that missed all that visualization, but I also realized that this was the way I was evolving. So we're all different, and now for me the visuals are coming back. So, and it's not good or bad. It's not like it has to be in this progression the way we are. I think what's important is that we accept what's happening in our internal landscape and we meet it with as much loving presence as the moment, the day allows us. And that's going to be different every day. It might be different if, like, I had coffee like an hour ago. That will probably affect my meditation a little bit. It's all part of the flow of life and changing, and we're not trying to over control it. So just let the instructions from today's meditation also just fall away from you and follow your own intuitive guidance as feels right for you. Okay. So I think we will begin now. We're about 5 minutes in. And I also want to say, if you're new to the group, welcome, welcome. We've had over 100 members join in the last couple weeks. So not everyone can come to the live group. I know sometimes people don't come for many months and then they return, but always feel free to tell everyone here if you've just joined or if you're back after a little while, if you want some extra connection, if you want to make friends here. That's part of the purpose of meditating together, is to create these connections. And after meditation, if people want to stay and be in private groups for a little while, I'm always happy to make that happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I don't have a slide today, so I have to trust myself to remember how I wanted to begin. Okay. Okay, so setting the space for our meditation. And this can be internally in your body, your imagination. This can also be that you get up and walk around the room. So remember, your volume is off, so we won't hear you. And the way I like to begin a meditation before I, turn on the Zoom and say hi to everyone is I go to every corner of the room and I chant or sing whatever wants to come through. And imagine a glowing light, like a pillar of light in every corner of the room. And I ask that that light be here to serve us, to help us, to take anything that we clear and allow it to evolve or be recycled. So these pillars of light in the corners of my room, and you can imagine them in the corners of your room as well. They're there almost like angelic beings, you could say, here to help us release, do a spring cleaning, declutter ourselves. And they take any energy, thoughts, or feelings, and they help us recycle them. They allow us to release, knowing that our energy can go into the universe and evolve and become something else. So whether you like this idea of the pillars of light or the angels, or you like another metaphor, it could be rainbows or waterfalls or values, like I put love in one corner, trust in another corner, humor in another corner, and joy in another corner. And I let humor, love, joy, and trust be my messengers of recycling energy, of supporting in the clearing. So however you like to do it now, take a moment as you breathe to create the space for yourself for this meditation. And then notice how you're sitting. It's always helpful, if it's possible, to have a long back, to be upright, because it allows our energy to flow up and down more easily. However, if your body needs you to lie back or lie down or stand up, please listen to your body. Your intuitive connection to your body is the most important thing. Sometimes you'll see me move in a certain way or touch my fingers together or hand on the chest or hands out in the air. And this is all part of listening to the body. So please do the same thing, listening to your body. As you breathe now, just bringing attention to your breath, attention to the natural flow of your breath. Listening to your body. If your body wants to move a little, let your body move. Let your body talk to you as you breathe. And just notice, what does it feel like to be paying attention to your breath? Is your breath lighter today, more shallow or deeper? Does it feel comfortable to perceive your own breathing? Notice if your body wants you to breathe a little more deeply or a little less deeply. Notice if your body wants you to put a hand on your heart or your legs or anything at all that your body is saying to you. Just notice and allow the body now to be part of your meditation in its own way. And we're going to begin with a breathing practice where we inhale with our head straight in front. And then as we exhale, we're going to turn just slightly to our right. Inhale back to center. Exhaling, turning slightly to the left. Go at the positioning that feels right for you. So inhaling, head is straight, looking in front. Exhaling, gentle turn. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, gentle turn. Let your exhale be long, inhaling back to center. Exhaling, gentle turn. Inhaling back to center. And keep going at your own pace. If you wish, after your exhale, to pause and take another deep breath in and out before you inhale back to center. Listen to your body and react accordingly. Your body might say, actually, today I want to inhale as I turn and exhale when I'm center. So that's perfect too. And as you breathe and gently turn your head, notice your shoulders and just let them become very relaxed and light. When you're ready, returning to the center position and just taking a nice deep breath, breathing in all the way into your belly and exhaling fully either from the nose or mouth. Let your exhale be extra long. And with your next inhale, you can use your hands to help you imagine as you inhale, you're going all the way down to your toes. And as you exhale, you're riding up the body all the way out through your crown. Inhaling down through your crown, down through the body, into the toes. Exhaling up the body. The hands may want to move too. Exhaling fully and inhaling as you do these long body waves of breath. Try inhaling all the way up from your toes, all the way to the crown of your head, and exhaling all the way down to your toes when you're ready. Notice what it's like to exhale through the mouth and inhale through the nose, riding that wave up and down the body. And just allowing your hands to guide the energy as you breathe in and guide the energy as you exhale. Really going at your own pace. Notice if the hands want to move into an open position at the top or the bottom. And just allowing yourself to imagine through feeling, sensing that your whole body is full of light. And as you breathe in, the light goes down through to your toes. And as you exhale, the light moves up or down the body, expanding, releasing. The light that you imagine is your own light, and it might have a quality of peace or joy, excitement, stillness. Just noticing and allowing as you breathe in and you breathe out in your own way. And letting go when you're ready of the breathing practice, just sitting and being, allowing the moment to be met with your presence. Whatever arises as you sit naturally, you just are aware of that. And there's nothing you need to do with whatever you notice, a thought, a picture, a feeling, a sensation. It just is. It shows up and it also disappears. If it helps you to give it a word, like a thought, a sensation, it's also okay if nothing shows up and you're just here now with yourself, allowing the moment and the next moment, and so on. Just being your own true self. Whatever presents is allowed. It's given space to dissolve. Your breath might continue in a certain pattern, or you might feel a different observation, like energy, or another sensation in the body, and just allowing, noticing and allowing. Bringing in our next stage of practice, we're going to imagine our higher self, our truth, our soul, however you like to think of that part of you that is so essentially good and present through your whole life. There in your dreams, there as a witness when you're in deep sleep. And it's as though you're just unveiling this truth inside naturally and intuitively allowing yourself, with the presence and the support of your higher self, allowing yourself to release anything you think or feel or sense that you'd like to let go of. So, trusting yourself with any information you receive. And as you breathe in, honoring whatever it is that you wish to release. There may be a knowing of it, there might be a thanking of it, or some kind of nod of recognition, and then a releasing. As you exhale, you can imagine those pillars of light helping that letting go of what you would like to release. And you just continue to breathe as you imagine in your own way either the thought or the feeling becoming very light and transparent, filled with a universal energy that allows it to let go. Or it might be that you imagine giving it to the earth or to the pillars of light or to your higher self to release to the universe or to God or to angels and guides. We all do this in our own way. We can hold what we want to release in our hands and then let our hands let it go. So it's just gone, going to the light. And taking your time to do this in the way that feels right, pausing and feeling into the body, breathing, grounding your energy with a cord of light that goes down, down, down into Mother Earth if you ever feel that you need that grounding support. As part of our spring cleaning, we might want to remove a certain kind of emotions like fear or resentment, envy or greed, any sort of emotional tone to our experience that we wish to release, we can just, without calling up any memories, just imagine the tone of that. Like, um, it could be, for example, that the tone of the emotion has a shape, and we feel that shape of that emotion, and then we just imagine giving it to the pillars of light. I don't need that anymore. Thank you for how you served me. I release you. We can say the words, I release you. We might want to say something to the emotion or the quality of that emotion, acknowledging how it helped us in some way or how we used it for some purpose. And then when we're ready, we say, I release you. And call in your guides or imagine the light, just allowing that energy of that feeling to be to be cleared, brightened, released, made light. And keep breathing. The hands may want to help you as you do this energy clearing. They may want to move in a certain way or give love to your body as you breathe into a part of your body. If you feel anything stuck there or needing your attention. Sometimes we might notice that a feeling is in our shoulder or in our chin, wherever it is, and we can just gently imagine it with our hands being brought forward so we hold it in front of us. And then we acknowledge it. And we state or we see or we feel that releasing. And let your breath and your hands help in that letting go. The fingers might want to flick a little. The feet might want to tap a little. And just take your time. You're always in control, and if you ever want to return to the breathing practice or to the filling up with light, you decide when that's the right time. We'll take a couple more minutes with allowing this acknowledging and releasing, this spring cleaning. And just check out, is there anywhere in my body that is holding a tension that I want to release? Imagine that place in your body and imagine your hands going in and just bringing that, whatever it is, out of the body, saying to it, okay, you served me for whatever purpose. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. That's okay. I see you and I release you now. May you go be recycled. May you evolve. And just breathe and allow your helpers to support you, allow your higher self to support you. And feel the lightness in your body when whatever it is has been released. Turn to your breathing. And just notice for you if there's a thought or a feeling or another sensation that you'd like to let go of. And if it helps you, just taking it in front of you, imagining it, holding it, and letting it go in your own way. Allowing the pillars of light to support you, your higher self. And when you're ready, letting yourself surround yourself now with a sparkly, light-filled energy. It could be any color or all colors or golden. And just like imagine as though this golden light is creating stars or glitter all around you that is healing. For you, it might be water, waterfalls around you or rainbows. And just let that surround you as though you're just being held in this beautiful, luminous cocoon almost. And this is a time to just breathe and receive universal energy, loving energy, letting that light surround your back body, below you, in front of you, above you, and letting all the goodness of your higher self, of nature or angels or God or guides, all of your helpers, these might be ancestors, a special animal, a special value, letting that surround you and give to you as you breathe in this cocoon of light. Ah. And if you're unmuted, go ahead and unmute yourself. It's okay if we hear each other for a moment. Just allowing this cocoon of light to surround you and nurture you and fill you with love. What does a luminous light feel like in your heart? Feel into a luminous, glowing heart. Back heart, front heart, this light emanating from your shoulders and around your torso. Let that light fill your throat, your face. So you're just radiating, your upper body radiating with light. And then imagine this light in your solar plexus, in your abdomen, in your gut, in your lower back, filling your lower body with light, filling your hips, your legs, and just feeling this light spreading down your body, out and around your seat, so that you're glowing on top and on bottom, and you merge the top and bottom with your breath, filling with light as you breathe in and up, and filling with light as you exhale down. Take your time. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. And any leftover energy that you need to just flick away through the fingers or the toes or the breath. Now let's ask for our higher self to give us words of love, words of joy, of strength, of courage, receiving messages from our higher self that help us right now today. Any messages you receive, just allow them to be there in your body. It could be a message in the body. It could be a message in your mind or your heart, a feeling. Allowing your higher self to speak to you, to show you, to allow you to sense through your energy. If you'd like, you can use a starter like I am, and let your higher self complete the sentence. I am And let that goodness resonate through yourself, through your body, through your light. Ask your higher self to show you your own luminous, loving goodness all the way through your being, bringing that kindness and compassion to yourself. What's it like to imagine right now this part of you that is so kind, so supportive, is there with you through your whole life, and they're just giving you even more kindness and compassion, giving you greater permission for being human, for being just as you are this moment. Total acceptance. There might be a statement like, it's okay to be myself. I honor my process, my evolution, my growth. I honor every part of me, even what I can't see or don't know or might feel stuck. I honor that too. And if it feels right or it helps, bring the hands together or let the hands hold each other or place the hands on your heart. And bring to mind and bring to body a sense of unity, of connection. The way the sky meets the earth, the way the water flows. Imagining the tide on a beach flowing gently forwards and backwards. Imagining the connection between raindrops and earth. The sense of the sun shining on a rock, feeling that rock warming through the sun's warmth. And in your own self, in your own body and feelings, sense that coming together, that unity. You might want to feel a pressure between your two palms of your hands, or feeling the ground under your feet, and just sensing that connection between the two things, the two hands, the feet, and the ground, and breathing with that connection, that grounded presence, that unity, oneness. And if there's a message about this oneness, I am one, I am whole, I am allowed, I am me, I am safe, I am joined. See what resonates with you, and let's just have a minute of silence to end our meditation. When you're ready, begin to hold your hands together, just letting them move side to side. Taking your time and breathing and opening your eyes. If you'd like to do a French press, we intertwine the fingers, bring the hands up over the head, and slowly, slowly, bringing the hands down as you breathe. Breathing in and out as you slowly let your energy collect, connect, rewire. Okay, how are you doing? I'd love to hear how you are. You can put it in the chat, you can raise your hand, drink some water, write some notes for yourself. So I knew it was a good clearing because I started to feel nauseous. When a lot of energy is moving, sometimes our body can feel like it's also expelling a little bit, and it might bring what in Ayurveda or Tibetan medicine is like the winds start to move up and out also, and that movement can make us feel a little like we're riding a wave or we're a little nauseous or something, and that's okay too. Sometimes it can make us cry, another kind of energy releasing, or laugh or shake. And things like flicking, bouncing helps, tapping the feet. Some people like to tap. I only like to tap my chest. I don't find it peaceful to tap my forehead, but everyone's different. Also, sometimes it helps just placing a hand like flat on the chest and letting the energy just become more solid and grounded. So, oh, good to see you, Amanda. I'm glad this went well for you. Yeah. And if you're in the future, now I'm talking to the people who are here in the future on YouTube, because I know many people are in the future. Um, Please share in the chat how you are, how this meditation was for you. And I always want to connect. So never hesitate to reach out to me. That goes for everyone here now, here in the future. Oh, and I'm so glad to hear it was your second time with us. Welcome. Zara, hi. How are you? Gonna add you here.
Hi, do you hear me?
I do. I hear you well.
Yeah, oh, it was great. I really needed this meditation. It was like perfect for what I was feeling. I've been having a lot of emotions. Today is not Sebe with me. He's been working, but
Mhm.
as you know, he's 18. So I'm a single teen mom for a teenager. So
Mm.
not all days are great.
Yeah.
So there's a phase, there's a struggle, but that collects, and I'm a have my own business, and it's like the inflation, so it has been collecting so much stress. And actually, this was exactly because I felt like just I've been like like yawning,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh.
from the beginning of the meditation until the end. And what I was is this. It's like coming more and more and more, and they were like the really nice ones, like like they even begin to cry because it's like so good, John.
Yeah, that's a really good energy release, the yawn. That's how when I go to my energy healer that I see quite often,
Uh-huh.
I have to say I release through yawning too. I'm also a yawner.
Yeah, I was like because even like but some tears, but I'm not sadness or anything.
Yeah.
And this time I didn't have so much visualizations or
Mhm.
message. It was just the yawning. I was going to ask you if is that's
Yeah,
the
it's
relief.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect way to release. Yeah, it's a little easier sometimes on our nervous system to yawn than to cry, you know?
Mhm.
Some people have an easy time crying, and I think that's fabulous, and that's another great way. But for some of us, yawning is the way, or shaking, or
Mhm.
few laugh, but some do.
Oh yeah, but it
Some
was like
burp,
this.
some even
It's like
burp. Yeah.
yes, I do that. Like I do that too. This
Yeah.
like I usually do a little bit movement and when it's stuck
Mhm.
and stuff. But this time, like I did some movement and yawning all the
Good,
time.
good. Yeah. And Mark V just shared with us how yawning is
Mm.
also a good indicator that the vagus nerve has relaxed.
Ah,
So
but
very
that's
good.
what I mean. Then
Good.
it's exactly what I, because I
Yeah.
feel so relaxed now.
I'm
Thank you
so glad.
so much.
And so you said you didn't get any messages, but I want to ask, did anyone else receive any messages from their higher self? Or, when I was speaking a lot of things that honestly were just coming through, you know, I don't even remember them now, but I'm wondering how that lived for everyone. Did anyone
Uh,
want to write in the chat? And Zara, please share.
yeah, I find my mind answering you in that moment. And
Yeah.
then it was, yes, really stress, fear, worry, irritation. So it actually came at the same time, like an answer inside my mind
Oh, good,
automatically.
good, good.
So that was really, like, actually really helpful when you were talking like that.
Good. Yeah, it's good to know that we can do that we're allowed
Mhm.
to, like, when we're meditating, to sometimes say things inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we get this idea, ooh, that wouldn't be meditating or something, but it is
Mm.
really powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And thank you
Yeah.
for sharing with everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you next.
I always get messages about how, like, people will say, the meditation was great, but what I really loved was hearing everybody share afterwards. So I
Mm.
think you guys should all know that when you do share, it benefits so many other people who can relate, or who just, it feels good to know other people are having whatever experience they're having. It doesn't have to all be good experiences. Sometimes we help people when we share if something is more difficult for us or we don't understand something. That also helps. So, oh, I love the messages that are being shared on the chat. I'm gonna read some of them. Trust and continue. I matter. I am loved. Um, just relax. You're on the right track with your project. Beautiful messages. Oh, and someone shared that they can now have a difficult conversation that they need to have. They feel braver. That's beautiful. And someone got the message, stop thinking negative. So we can really take in these messages. I've started a practice um of at night before I go to sleep, asking my higher self to give me messages, and I journal. Whatever my higher self wants me to know. And it's always, messages of love. It should really be love letters from the higher self. So it's a beautiful practice that can really help us if it feels genuine for you. And I might teach on that, on just how to develop this sort of relationship with our higher self where we can receive this intuitive, loving flow of messages, because I think it's so empowering and nurturing. So, anyone else want to share? Quiet, quiet today. Okay. How about if you want to stay and be put in a small group for a 15-minute just chat, say hello, meet a new person or someone you already know. It'll be random, so it'll be the universe giving you a friend for 15 minutes today. We're not coaching each other. So that's the only rule. No coaching each other, no changing each other or labeling each other. Just sharing, accepting, listening, whatever we need, just to give each other that permission to be ourselves in a really non-judgmental, kind atmosphere. That's